Is this thing on? Is this thing like set up right? Let's go. Nobody sits like that. It's just the big like core things. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, I used to work in corporate America doing accounting, and now I'm a Susie homemaker. Hi, my name's Karolina. I'm a corporate girly turned stay-at-home mom. We made the decision that I was going to stay home full-time. It was partially because of a job ending, but it was also influenced by us learning that our son had a pretty serious food allergy. So here I am. I like to make stuff. One other really big important thing, if you've noticed in the description of my channel, I'm bilingual, so anybody else that speaks Polish out there, witam. Bear with me as I have my notepad out because I want to hit all these things with you. This is the part that I'm excited about. So, the purpose and the contents of this channel. You may or may not know that I run a small business called Spooky Stitches. Wow. And one of the things that makers usually don't anticipate when they go to sell their crafts is that they're also becoming content creators. Nobody signed up for that, but you did as soon as you wanted to put a price tag on your crafts. Why? Because who's going to buy your things if they don't know where to find you? Your stuff could be really, really nice, but unless you do some advertising or social networking, you're not going to sell. Social networking. Gosh, having been in corporate America, I used to cringe at that word. But now it's not so bad. Back then, it meant getting dressed up, meeting new people, okay, don't get me wrong, I love a good cocktail or a glass of wine, but all of this after a full-ass workday.
No! God, no. Please, no!
No, thank you. I'm not at my best then. What is social networking to me now? It's like this. I'm doing it right now. And while this may be uncomfortable for me, this isn't uncomfortable that I would like to learn to get better at. Social networking now is participating in challenges for my favorite creators, commenting and interacting on people's things on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, what have you. Social networking means handing out business cards. It means talking to people when you go do shows. So that's not that bad for a crafter. I could get uncomfortable, but is it easy? No. This is much longer than just one evening. This is all the time. It never stops. But the good news is, I like it this way. And since we're living in a digital heavy world, your imprint isn't just in-person things. You can get a much further reach if you do something like YouTube, as opposed to just sticking to outdoor markets. Don't get me wrong, your girl loves doing an outdoor market because it gives you that instantaneous gratification of someone picking up something you made and going, wow, I love it. I will have a funny segment later on that addresses all the funny things that I've heard during outdoor markets, and I just laugh when I talk about how much I love them because that's part of it too. It's not just the good things, it's the funny things, it's the weird things, it's the things that catch you off guard. We all still need human interaction. This is great and this gets you more, but a good, healthy combination of the two is what probably makes people the most successful when they're makers and they try to sell their products. We'll see. I'll let you know. How rude. Hold on. I forgot to offer you guys a beverage. Please go make yourself something cozy. I'll wait. Isn't that what all the content creators do? They all say like, grab yourself a nice little beverage, grab a whip, depending on what category you're watching. But shame on me. So table of contents time. I like to read, so you're gonna get a lot of those little anecdotes in there sprinkled throughout. During this trial run, you may see a variety of different types of videos because I'm trying to get a gist of what I'm good at and what you like. So I will try and stick to a posting schedule. The topic is going to vary, and I will point out what topics I'm kind of going to dip my toes in. Let's call them segments, because I'm a star in my own TV show. Okay, so I make things using a variety of methods, and primarily what I like to do is sew and crochet. So I thought that I could put a little spin-off on a this week's makes video and kind of make it sound like a boxing match. And for example, I would say that we would be doing the sewing needle versus the crochet hook, or the jab versus the hook. Anybody else like puns? Something along those lines. I mean, the name is up for discussion, but you get what I'm saying. So basically the plan is that every week I would entertain either something that I've sewed or something that I've crocheted, some things plural, and those things would be shown, and you as the viewer wouldn't find out whether it's a sewing this week's makes or crochet this week's makes until the outcome of said knockout match. So as an ode to the part of my life that I miss very, very dearly, that would be segment number 1. Going on to segment number 2. Given that I love to read, and a lot of the things that I make and sell in my shop are bookish items, I was thinking that I would kind of do a podcast style segment. I like the idea of addressing TBRs, doing some kind of personal book reviews. In the future, maybe we'll start a book club. I know there's thousands of book clubs out there. I am not in a single one, so I should practice what I preach and join one, and maybe I will after I start this. But I don't really know the direction of this. I just want to see what you guys are interested in and see where this takes us. We'll talk book stuff, we'll talk book stuff, and we'll talk book stuff. So if you like books, you'll like that segment. If you don't like books, let's go to segment number 3. Now, to pay triage to all of my Halloween lovers, I'd like to do a little of my own show and tell for all things fall and Halloween. So it could be decorating. Yeah. It could be things that I bought. And no, I won't take you guys shopping with me. I do not have the cojones to do that. Plus, that is my mommy endorphin. Let me try that again. That time when I go and shop for the things is my mama endorphin refuel time. So usually I am not calling and catching up with people. I am not going to be filming content. If I do, it's a short Instagram reel here and there, but it's not going to be like the videos that you see some of my favorites do. I'll watch those videos. I just won't produce those. So everybody has their thing. That one won't be mine. But I will do DIYs that are unrelated to the things that I sell in the shop. So, you know, this is like first time stuff, you know, if I've never made and I know this is going to be bookish related too, but just bear with me for a second. One of those little book nooks. I've done wreaths, but I haven't done, you know, I obviously don't replicate wreaths. It's always a different design. So it gives me a reason to go to Michael's and shop their different picks. We'll see, but I mean, this is just all Halloweeny. So this is get your cozy Halloween fill, and this one will also last like a good portion of the year because I love Halloween all year round. I might do something Halloweeny in March. Finally, and this one, look, I'm getting excited. My hands are coming back up. This one is to serve multi-purposes. I would like to do a segment that is called, and this one, the name is sticking. I love this name. Burr Month Baking, and that will run September through December. And for the rest of the year, I wanted to do another recipe-esque type of segment, and that one is going to be Jump to Recipe. Anybody else understand where that reference came from? Yeah. How many of you have gone on and tried to look up a recipe You don't print it, you don't save it, you just continuously go to that blog or that web page and you angrily try to scroll down to the bottom because you're just trying to find the recipe. So that's my ode to that. I will be doing some talking, so you'll still have to skip past things, but it's just kind of a funny play on words. So the rest of the year will be like other meals. So Burr Month Baking is going to stick to primarily dessert things, but then the rest of the year it'll be other recipes. You could see dinner recipes, quick lunch things that we use here in our home that maybe you can use in yours. And the reason why I say it's a multi-purpose thing is because it is going to serve as entertainment and education for you guys as the viewers, but it'll also, in my hopes and dreams, serve as like a digital family recipe book that we can all look back on in future years. And I might have some guests, we'll see. And I might be sporting some cute kitchenware, which brings me to the self-promo section. Shameless plug. Hey, it's editing Karolina. I just realized, and you may be hearing some children's TV shows in the background, sorry, but I just realized that I went through all that and I shamelessly plugged my shop and I didn't even show off anything that I sell in that shop. So assuming that you guys know what I make was not a good choice on my part, but I haven't released this into the wild yet, so I can still plug this in. Sewing. I like to make these book sleeves, and I've had some lovely creators that have promoted my book sleeves, and I'll go ahead and plug those videos down below because they're probably doing a much better job of doing the promoting than I am. But being the person that's made it, I can just attest to some of the things that they have said themselves. It's a nice cushioned sleeve that can house your books, your iPads, your e-readers, your small journals, Kindles. Kindle is an e-reader, Karolina. It can house your iPad, so depending on what size you choose is what you'll be able to fit in there. And all the sleeves have a nice wide pocket here on one side, and then they have a much narrower pocket next to it. So think of like putting like pens. If you're somebody that likes to annotate or take notes, you can put your pens in here, and then you can put literally your phone. And silly me, I'm recording on my phone. Otherwise I would show you how the phone slips right into the pocket. I use one of these myself. Like, I finally decided to use one of my own sleeves because I advertise them, I make them, and then I don't even keep one myself. So now, this isn't the one that I'm using right now. I just know this is a very popular print. So Smoky Moon's available on my website. But this is a book I'm reading right now. So if you want to keep those, and I'll show you what I mean. See how these corners get bent all the time? So this is a library book. It's been in many hands. Let me know down in the comments if you have read this one, but I heard really good things about it, and I started it way too late at night, so I couldn't. It's an adult book, okay? So you got to really be focused and tuned in when you're reading it, and I wasn't, so I got to start over. But let me know if you like this book. I like the reviews I read on it. Because it's a library book, I want to keep it in the condition that I got it in, so I like to keep it in. And again, this is not my current sleeve. Oh, I didn't even show you how you put it in. Sorry. So I like to keep them in the same condition that I found them in. Obviously, it wasn't new when I found it, but I don't want to make it worse. So I respect the library book, and I slip it into one of these sleeves. That way, if I am carrying it inside of a bag, if you're a mom like me, there's a lot of other things that go in that bag that are not yours, and sometimes those things spill and they crumble. I'm talking about cookies and crackers, guys. And you don't want to get that on something that's not yours. So leave it to the sleeve to take the brunt edge of it. And I mean, 9 times out of 10, there's not that big of a, but leave it to the sleeve to protect your books and other items. And it's cute. So all of them come with this cute little tag. I'll show you the tag. Ooh, is this how you guys do it? Hold on. Bam! So each of them come with this cute little tag, and yes, Everything is individually handmade by me. So yeah, this is my passion project, are these book sleeves, because I grew up in libraries. I worked in libraries. I love going to libraries. I love bookstores. Borders wasn't really a big fan, but Barnes & Noble, don't take away my Barnes & Noble. I like smaller bookstores, but Barnes & Noble carries a very, very special place in my heart. So anyway, so that's the book sleeves. And then the other thing that I like to do is crochet. So even though I am not like an expert by any means, I'm pretty proud of the stuff that I can make. I mean, I started off making squares. So this is, and not granny squares. I mean like coasters, you know, circles that were meant to be squares and squares that were meant to be circles. So I finally looked up some videos on YouTube, and I learned a couple stitches, and that's really all you need to know is a couple of stitches, because then it's just to repeat, increase, decrease, change a stitch here and there. And baubles, gosh, I love me some baubles. I'm definitely going to make a bauble Christmas tree this year, because that thing is all baubles. Maybe I won't like baubles by the end of that project, but for now, I love me some baubles. I don't know why they're so fun to make, but here are my crochet items. Not all my crochet items are going to end up in my shop. If you guys see something on here on the channel that I show off into this week's make, more than likely it'll be on the shop, but it depends. If I'm market prepping and I make a ton of items, I'm not going to put all those items on the shop. If you see something, you want something, drop a comment, send me an email, PM me on Instagram. I'm very, very easily reachable. So, but yeah. So, without forgetting, I guess this would be the final segment. The final segment would be the market prep and market segment, where I will take you along from start to finish, from market prep, what kind of things I got to get done, me actually making the things, maybe doing a little mock setup, and then you're going to see me setting up. Hold on, pause. You're going to see me go to storage and haul all that stuff into the car, switch out that car seat, getting to the venue. I probably won't film in the car while I'm driving, and then you'll get to see me set up at said venue, a little bit of snips and clips of selling at the market, and then I hope that I can get you guys a market recap. I really do hope. In the past, when I've filmed these videos, because I was supposed to do this a long time ago, in the past when I've done these videos, I've filmed all these really good detailed parts of markets, minus the breakdown, minus the recap. That's why everybody comes to watch. They want to know how much you made. Can they do it too? There's got to be some kind of pull, that enticing, you know, like, what do you get out of this? So this is a good time for me to open up the discussion and let you tell me, what kind of things are you looking for me to talk about and to show you? So type away in the comments and I will do my best to get back to all of you. If you've made it this far in the video, and I truly appreciate you sticking around and seeing me bop my head up and down, move my hands multiple times, nervously grab my cup. I am drinking coffee while I'm doing it, but my hands can't sit still right now. And ramble. Gosh, I have not stayed on topic a single time. But if you've made it this far, I would like to award both of us by offering you a special YouTube promo code. If you go to my website, which is www.spooky-stitches.com, please enjoy 10% off of your whole order by inputting the code below. I just want to take the time to thank all of the following creators that I personally love, admire, and follow here on YouTube, mainly on my personal account, which I'll have to move over to this professional account so they know that I'm watching. Please do me a favor and go visit their channels, give them some love. You might find that you like something that you didn't know was out there. I will go ahead and list off a roll off as our son runs out here and nap time is over. So anyways, thank you. Thank you, Katie. Thank you, Sam. Thank you, April. Thank you, Jess. Thank you, Jade. Thank you, Sarah. Thank you, Krista. Thank you, Niche. Thank you, Darling Desi. Thank you, Julianne. Thank you. Did I hit all you guys? LA Crochet. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. And I don't know if I'll include our little one in videos, but he is here watching. That's the top of his head. And that'll do it. Bye guys. Have the day you deserve. Y'all thought I was gonna say have a good day. Only if you deserve it. Bye. You actually spell good. Okay, good. Bloopers. I'm trying to crawl into a hole because I'm so nervous. All right, relax, relax, relax. Okay, hi. These are my stage notes. They go along with my stage fright. And don't worry, I've recorded this a bunch of times because I'm type A. I have a secret. I'm not wearing makeup. And what? First video, no makeup. You will probably see me wearing makeup in the future, but this is the base. By the way, let me address the elephant in the room real quick and acknowledge the fact that I have an outdoor bench indoors. We are not blessed by having a porch just very yet, but I was blessed by finding something that I never thought I would come across at TJ Maxx. This was my big splurge, one that I never thought I would make, but I caught my husband at a very low time and took advantage of it. I got it, okay? So I'm making the most of it, and I figured since I spend so much time at our table for dinners, lunches, breakfast, and all the crafting that I do on the sewing machine, I figured why not have a change of scenery since I'm trying to build this little bookish landscape in the back. When you're watching somebody watch you, he's adorable. But so I thought I would kind of try something new out, and yeah, it's ridiculous having an outdoor bench inside, but could I resist? I don't want to put that thing in storage yet. Look how gorgeous that is. I'm not influencing you to go out and look for said bench. Buy what you like. Don't like it just because I like it. Everybody has their own styles. If you don't find it, it's okay. You're gonna find something that I can't find, and you're gonna love it that much. Everything happens for a reason, and there was a reason why I found this bench. So maybe I'm never gonna have that porch, and so I just need to pretend I'm on a porch at all times right now. But we'll see in the future. That is unknown.